Hey guys, Dr. O'Malley here. Just with a quick recording to go over some updates and changes that I've had to make since having a conference call with other faculty and colleagues. And so I figured a recording would be better than me just writing and posting on UB Learns. So first, I hope that you're staying safe and healthy and making healthy decisions and also making sure that you're practicing social distancing. Okay? We don't need you getting sick. All right. So, moving on. First thing I want to cover is that I'm going to be doing weekly videos starting on Monday so that we can talk about, so that I can roll out what the week is going to look like. So, what my lecture might be covering, what the Monday prompt is going to be, and any other probably questions or concerns that I've encountered over the week to address those if I haven't done so immediately. And so, that's what you'll expect every Monday. I'll post this in announcements so that everybody can see it. So just go there on on every Monday, click on announcements, and you'll see a video pop up, and that will guide you for the week. So the first change that I had to make was my office hours. So we've been asked to move from WebEx to Zoom because there's my cat, my fat cat. Anyways, we've been asked to move from WebEx to Zoom because it's more compatible with Macs and PCs, and also that I needed to create a password for you to get into these Zoom meetings. So I will post that link in the revised syllabus, the COVID revised syllabus for spring 2020. So just by the time you see this, that new updated version will be in UB Learns. Okay, so that's first. I've also decided to do office hours, change my office hours from 11 to 1 to 11 to 12. So currently, my office hours are on Mondays and Wednesdays from 11 to 12 p.m. by Zoom. I will include that link and the password in the announcement section. Um, yes. And on the, what am I saying? And on the revised syllabus. There will be a link on the revised syllabus and the password on revised syllabus. Okay. So there are two ways to meet with me. One during office hours from 11 to 12, or you can email me by appointment and we can do it individually. I'll send you um, a link or password. If I can't use the same one, I'll send you a new one. But I'll send you an invitation and then we will meet during that day and time that you wanted to meet with me. So office hours are either by appointment or from Monday and Wednesday from 11 to 12 p.m. Okay. It'll be probably be me and the TAs, or if I have another conference call, it will be the TAs, but there will always be somebody in the office hours from 11 to 12 on Mondays and Fridays moving forward. Okay. And so I've also created under the discussion board, I've created a discussion board that is labeled water cooler conversations. That the purpose of that is for two things. One, I wanted you to have a place where you guys can communicate as a classroom. So if you guys are talking, you have some concerns or some questions that you want to ask each other, you can utilize that. So post the question and your classmates can answer. If you have a question for me, please do not email me individually, because what I'm finding is that a lot of you and your classmates have the same questions. So if you have a question about an assignment or a submission or when it's due, how it's due, whatever, post that in post that in the discussion board water cooler conversations. I or the TA will answer you, or maybe your classmates will answer you because they've already asked that question. Okay. So please only email me if it is a personal concern or issue that you have, because I'm getting too many emails that are similar, and it's so much better to be able to answer those questions, those types of questions in the discussion board versus having 20 emails that are the same. So again, I'm going to say that one more time. Water cooler conversations discussion board is for any questions or concerns that you have with assignments, post your question or your concern there. I or the TAs will answer that question. Also, you're using that water cooler conversation to talk as a class. Okay? All right. Next, I will have, actually, let me share my screen so that I can go over the COVID-19 revised MGG 303 spring semester syllabus. So by the time this video, you'll be finished with this video, this will be the current syllabus that you are working from. Delete all other syllabi. This is the one that you need to follow from March 26th until we finish, unless I make other changes. But I highly doubt that I need to. So if we look at March 9th, that's this week, due on Monday was to, well, you needed to submit your memo for the business idea on the discussion board alone. So if you posted to UB Learns, if you noticed that what you posted to was for the final version of the business plan and the business memo. So here, what you needed to have done is just post on the discussion board your memo, your business idea memo. I or the TAs will provide you feedback, but you needed to have also responded to 2 or I think maybe I said 3 other memos and provide feedback to your classmates. Okay? So that is due this week. You have until Friday to respond to these the business memo idea discussion board threads. Okay? Also, let's see. So this week also the Monday prompt is due by tomorrow at noon. The prompt is on is on the discussion board. That is where you will be writing your prompts for every week. You will go to discussion boards. You will see the Monday prompt. You will open that up and you will submit a thread to that discussion board. That's it. Nowhere else. Okay. And the expectation here is that if you look down here, each week you will answer a discussion board prompt. You will need to respond to at least 2 of your classmate responses. So think of the prompt like this. You see the prompt on Monday. Okay, you know that you will need to answer that prompt. Between Monday and Friday, you need to answer that prompt. Also, you will need to respond to 2 other classmates' response. You will need to respond to 2 other classmates' response to the prompt. So let's do it this way. So I have to submit a prompt. I submit my prompt before Friday at noon, but I also respond to 2 of my classmates' prompts as well. I might just say, oh, I understand that feeling. I've been there. I understand that situation. Or you might want to, support them or provide feedback or whatever that might be. The feedback that you're providing for these prompts to these 2 other students, 2 other classmates, only has to be 3 to 4 sentences. It doesn't need to be anything excessive. Okay. So keep that in mind. All right. So that's for the prompt. Let me see, what else am I going through? So if you notice next week, starting on Monday, your TED Talk reflection papers are due. Some of you have already submitted that, and that's fine because there's no changes to that as far as what you're submitting. That seems the same. However, I needed to extend the date because some people didn't get their video on time. So I wanted to make sure that they had enough time to write up the reflection paper. So on March 30th, you will submit your TED Talk reflection papers on UB Learn's Dropbox under TED Talk reflection papers. Okay. So that is getting a grade, and you will post that to the Dropbox. All right. And so I'll also be providing next week 1 or 2 lectures, and I'll tell you what that's going to be next Monday. And then if we look at week 11, which is April 6th to the 10th, due April 6th is the complete business plan project. So that's the revised memo. So whatever changes that your classmates suggested and provided feedback, or if I provided you feedback or the TAs provided you feedback, that revised memo is due. The business plan SWOT analysis is also due. I want you to submit that as one document, meaning have the memo first. So on you have the first page is the revised memo, and then the following pages will be your cover sheet, your business plan, and your SWOT analysis. Okay. So I want it to be submitted as one document. And then you're also going to submit your presentations. Okay. So your PowerPoint presentations that you're going to create, you are submitting that as well. Okay. So understand that on April 6th, you will submit the business plan project, which includes the revised memo, business plan SWOT analysis, and your PowerPoint presentation. Week 12, there's nothing that you will need to submit so far, right? Week 13, to be TBD. I don't know what that's going to look like. I might have a lecture, I might not. I might give you guys a break. Probably, most likely I will. Week 14, I'll have a lecture, and then week 15, May 4th, your whole strategic guide report is due. So the deal with the strategic guide stays the same. You will be interviewing individuals in the profession that you have an interest in. That could be via Skype, FaceTime. You can email them the questions. They can respond back that way. And so you're going to transcribe those interviews. You will then you will come up with key takeaways. At least, I can't remember. I put that in the assignment sheet, how many, but you'll come up with key takeaways, define that key takeaways, all those key takeaways, and then you will summarize. You'll have a summary, an essay in an essay format about the key takeaways and what you plan to do with that. Okay, so please make sure that you're reading each assignment sheet for each project. Okay, and so I'll provide more details if there's more questions about that in the weeks to come. So let me make sure I don't have anything else. All right. So also for the business plan project, only one person needs to submit because I have created groups in UB Learns. So once one person submits, it shuts it down, and you don't have to worry. All the other group members don't have to worry about it. Okay. So just make sure you know who's actually going to be posting that to UB Learns. Okay. That's it for now. Please be sure that you're checking UB Learns on a consistent basis. Make sure you're listening to these videos, because this is where I'm able to provide a lot of content and answer your questions for the week. Okay. I am hoping that you guys are staying safe and you're staying healthy and you're making proper decisions and you're taking this pandemic seriously. Okay. If you have any questions, like I said, please use a water cooler conversation discussion board, or if it's an emergency, or if it has something of a personal perspective or something like that, just email me and I'll respond that way. But please limit the amount of emails that you're sending me. Okay. That's it. Hope you guys are staying safe, and I'll see you next Monday. Okay. All right. Bye, guys.